Imagine opening YouTube Studio, and instead of jumping between ChatGPT, Canva, analytics tools, keyword tools, thumbnail generators, and Google searches, you simply ask YouTube, "Why did this video perform better than my last one? What's wrong with my thumbnail? Give me 3 better ideas based on my audience. Critique my script. Create a thumbnail for this video. And even, help me understand what's happening with my channel." Sounds like another AI chatbot, right? Not quite. Because this time, the AI is sitting inside YouTube Studio itself, and that's a much bigger deal than it sounds. But here's the part I want you to pay attention to. The thumbnail generator is probably not even the most important part of this update, because YouTube is slowly moving towards something much bigger. An AI assistant that understands your channel, your videos, your audience, your comments, and your analytics. So in this video, I'm going to show you what YouTube's Ask Studio can actually do, where you can access it, what creators are missing, what viewers should know, the advantages and disadvantages, and most importantly, whether this makes tools like ChatGPT, Canva, and other creator tools less important, or whether you still need them. Let's start with the biggest change. YouTube is now helping you create the thumbnail for years. Creators have been doing this manually. Record the video, edit the video, write the title. Then, spend another hour trying to figure out, what should my thumbnail look like? You might use Canva. You might use Photoshop. You might use an AI image generator. You might ask ChatGPT for ideas. And then you go back to YouTube Studio, upload the thumbnail, and hope it works. But YouTube is changing part of that workflow. YouTube announced that thumbnail generation is now being brought directly into Ask Studio for long-form videos. You can ask Studio to create a thumbnail, then continue chatting with it to change things like the layout or other visual elements. Think about what that means. The platform where your video is going to be watched now also has an AI tool helping you package that video. But here's the first thing creators need to understand. AI-generated does not automatically mean high CTR. That's a huge difference. A beautiful thumbnail can still fail. Why? Because CTR isn't about beauty. It's about the combination of curiosity, clarity, emotion, audience expectation, and the promise created by your title and thumbnail together. So if YouTube creates a beautiful image that doesn't make somebody curious, you still have a problem. And that's why I wouldn't use this feature like, "Make me a thumbnail." Instead, I'd use it like this. Create 3 thumbnail concepts for this video. Focus on curiosity, emotional contrast, and mobile readability. Make sure the thumbnail creates a curiosity gap without misleading the viewer. Now you're giving the AI a strategy, not just an instruction. And there's another interesting part. You can reference a specific video using the R option in Ask Studio and ask it to create a thumbnail for that video. That's much more useful than asking an AI to design something without knowing what the video is about. Because Ask Studio can use the video's context, and this leads to the much bigger story. Ask Studio is not just a thumbnail tool. Most creators will probably hear, "AI thumbnails are coming to YouTube," and stop there. But that's where I think many creators are going to miss the bigger opportunity. Ask Studio is designed to work as an AI creative partner inside YouTube Studio. It can help you understand channel performance, summarize comments and feedback, brainstorm video ideas, create outlines, and even provide feedback on content. And this changes the workflow, because traditionally, you create the video, then you look at the analytics, then you try to figure out what went wrong. Now imagine asking, "Why did my last 5 videos perform differently?" Or, "What common themes are appearing in my comments?" Or, "What are viewers asking for that I'm not making videos about?" That's a completely different way of using analytics. You're no longer just staring at numbers. You're asking questions about the numbers. And that's important, because analytics are only useful if you can turn them into decisions. But there's a catch. Here's what AI cannot do for you. Imagine Ask Studio tells you, your audience is interested in AI tools. Great. You make another AI tools video. It gets 200 views. So what happened? The AI wasn't necessarily wrong. You may have asked the wrong question. Instead of, what should I make? Ask, based on my recent videos, audience behavior and comments, what topic has the strongest combination of viewer demand, curiosity, and potential differentiation? That's a much better question. The quality of your AI assistant depends heavily on the quality of the question. And that's one of the biggest skills creators need to develop in the AI era. Not just prompting, but thinking. Because AI can generate 10 ideas in seconds, your advantage comes from knowing which one is actually worth making. Now, let's talk about script critique. This is another feature creators should pay attention to. You can copy and paste your script into Ask Studio and ask for feedback. You can also get feedback on draft, private, or unlisted videos based on creative best practices. That means you don't necessarily have to publish first, then discover that your introduction is boring. You can potentially get feedback before publishing. And this is where I'd use AI differently. Don't simply ask, is my script good? That's almost useless. Act as a brutally honest YouTube retention strategist. Identify weak hooks, boring sections, unnecessary explanations, retention killers, confusing transitions, missed curiosity loops, and moments where viewers may leave. Then suggest specific replacements. Now you're giving the AI a job. And here's an even better question. Where would a viewer most likely stop watching this video, and why? Think about that. You are asking the AI to search for the weakest point in your video. That's far more valuable than asking it to tell you that your script is engaging. Because AI loves being polite. Your audience doesn't owe you politeness. If they're bored, they leave. And there's another AI tool you should know about. Ask Studio isn't the only AI-related feature inside YouTube Studio. There's also the Inspiration tab. It can help generate ideas, titles, thumbnails, and outlines. So now we have something interesting happening. YouTube is building AI assistants across multiple stages of creation. Idea, title, thumbnail, script feedback, analytics, comments, and even support questions. That starts looking less like one feature and more like an entire creator workflow. But wait, there's something else many creators may not realize. You can use Ask Studio from more than one place. The main access point is inside YouTube Studio. If you're eligible, you'll see Ask Studio in the top right area of Studio. You can also use suggested prompts from the Analytics page, and thumbnail generation is available through the publishing workflow. So don't think of Ask Studio as a separate website you occasionally visit. It's being integrated into the places where creators already work. That's the strategic difference. You're already looking at your analytics. The AI is there. You're preparing your video. The AI is there. You're thinking about an idea. The AI is there. You're working on the thumbnail. The AI is there. And that creates a much faster feedback loop. But is faster always better? Not necessarily. The biggest problem with YouTube's AI. Here's where I want to be brutally honest. AI can make mediocre content easier to produce. That's both the opportunity and the danger. If everybody can generate 10 titles, 10 thumbnails, 10 video ideas, 10 scripts, then those things become less valuable by themselves. The competition moves upward. The question changes from, can you create content? To, can you create content that people actually want to watch? That's a much harder problem. And AI doesn't magically solve it, because AI can imitate patterns. But your audience still decides whether the video deserves their time. What about existing creators? For existing creators, this can be extremely useful, especially if you're already publishing consistently. Imagine you have 100 videos. You can use AI to help identify patterns in comments, analyze what viewers are responding to, look for recurring questions, generate follow-up ideas, and improve your packaging. That can save time. But there's a hidden benefit. Existing creators already have something new creators don't. Data. Your audience has already told you what they like. Your comments tell you what they're confused about. Your analytics tell you where viewers are coming from. Your videos tell you which topics you've already tested. That's valuable context. And Ask Studio is designed to work with your channel's own information. So, for an established creator, the AI can potentially become much more useful than a generic chatbot that knows nothing about your channel. What about new creators? For a new creator, it's a different story. You don't have years of channel data. You may not have enough comments. You may not know your audience yet. So don't expect AI to magically discover your niche. You still need to experiment. Make videos. Study the response. Learn, improve, repeat. AI can accelerate the process, but it can't skip the process. And this is something new creators especially need to understand. Don't spend 3 hours asking AI for the perfect video idea, then spend 20 minutes making the actual video. That's backwards. Now let's talk about viewers. This update isn't only important for creators, it's important for viewers too. Because if creators can produce and package videos faster, there could be even more content competing for your attention. That means the viewer has to become smarter too. A great thumbnail doesn't necessarily mean a great video. A highly optimized title doesn't necessarily mean the video will deliver. And an AI-generated video doesn't automatically mean it's bad either. The real question is, does the video deliver what it promised? That's what viewers should care about. And YouTube still applies its normal policies and content review systems to AI-assisted and AI-generated content. Here's the part about AI disclosure. This is another area creators need to understand. Not every use of AI means you need to put an AI disclosure on your video. YouTube says ordinary production assistance, such as AI helping with an outline, script, thumbnail, title, or infographic, is not the same as realistic synthetic or meaningfully altered content requiring disclosure. But if you're creating or meaningfully altering realistic content, for example, making a real person appear to say something they never said, that can require disclosure. So don't confuse "AI helped me make this video" with "This video contains realistic AI-generated or altered material." Those aren't automatically the same thing. Now, the privacy question. Here's something I really don't want creators to ignore. When you use Ask Studio, you're interacting with an AI system connected to your YouTube workflow. YouTube says Ask Studio conversations can be retained for up to 30 days. It also says human reviewers may process conversations to help improve the product. And YouTube specifically advises creators not to provide confidential information or anything they wouldn't want a reviewer to see. So here's my rule. Don't paste passwords. Don't paste private business information. Don't paste sensitive customer information. Don't paste confidential contracts. And don't assume it's inside my YouTube studio, so everything I type is automatically private forever. Understand the data practices before using the tool heavily. That's not fear. That's basic digital hygiene. So, does this replace ChatGPT? No. And I think that's the wrong question. Ask Studio has an advantage because it is connected to YouTube-specific context. ChatGPT and other external AI tools can still be useful for broader research, brainstorming, scripting, strategy, rewriting, learning, and creative work. Canva and dedicated design tools can still give you more creative control. Specialized analytics and SEO tools can still provide different workflows. So instead of YouTube AI versus ChatGPT, think YouTube AI plus the tools that do different jobs better. Your best workflow may actually become a combination. Here's the workflow I would use. Step 1. Use YouTube's inspiration tools or your own research to find potential topics. Step 2. Ask, what specific viewer problem does this video solve? Step 3. Create the title around the promise. Step 4. Create a thumbnail concept that creates curiosity without misleading. Step 5. Write the script. Step 6. Run the script through an AI critique. Ask, where will viewers leave? Step 7. Fix those sections. Step 8. If available, use Ask Studio to review the draft or private video. Step 9. Publish. Then comes the most important step. Don't stop. Go back to analytics. Ask, what happened? What surprised us? What did viewers respond to? What should we change in the next video? And then, make the next video. That's the real AI advantage. Not making one perfect video. It's creating a faster learning loop. But here's the biggest revelation for years. Creators have been trying to optimize individual parts of YouTube. Better thumbnails, better titles, better keywords, better editing, better scripts, better analytics. But the future may be less about optimizing one part and more about connecting all of them. Idea, audience, script, video, thumbnail, analytics, comments, improvement, and AI can sit in the middle of that entire loop. That's powerful, but it also creates a new responsibility. Because when everyone has access to AI itself stops being the advantage. Your judgment becomes the advantage. Your story becomes the advantage. Your originality becomes the advantage. Your understanding of your audience becomes the advantage. And your ability to say, that's a good AI suggestion, but it's not right for my viewers. That's the skill that will separate creators. So, is YouTube's Ask Studio worth using? Absolutely. If you treat it as a co-pilot, not the pilot. Use it to find patterns. Use it to challenge your ideas. Use it to critique your scripts. Use it to understand comments. Use it to explore analytics. Use it to generate thumbnail concepts. Use it to speed up repetitive work. But don't hand over your creative judgment. Because YouTube can help you create the package. AI can help you analyze the data. But your viewer still decides whether the video deserves another minute. And that's the part no AI can guarantee. So the creators who win aren't necessarily going to be the ones using the most AI. They're going to be the ones who use AI, without losing the human reasons someone clicked in the first place. And if you're a creator watching this, here's my challenge for you. Open YouTube Studio. Look for Ask Studio. Don't ask, what can AI do? Ask something much more useful. What am I missing about my audience? That question could be worth far more than another 10 AI-generated video ideas. And if you want, I can make a follow-up video showing you the best prompts to use inside Ask Studio for titles, thumbnails, analytics, scripts, comments, and retention. Because the tool is only half the advantage. Knowing what to ask is the other half. If this video helped you understand where YouTube is heading, hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. What's the first thing you'd ask YouTube's AI about your channel? I'll see you in the next video.
Don't miss out! Hit subscribe now! Join our amazing community and get exclusive updates. And don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for subscribing!